Right, good morning everybody and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday. It's been extremely cold here over the past few days, but things have started to heat up again now, which is great. Now we've got a story today which is a little bit different, and it's not too much of a long story about a guy that met a woman. She was high soul, come from a good family where it's frowned upon to date foreigners, and she ended up marrying into apparently the royal Thai family. So guys, without any further ado, let's jump into today's royal Thailand story. Hi Dan, I just wanted to say how right you are about the Thai people and especially the women. Way back in 1975, I met a young Thai girl who was a student in the UK. This was at a time when few people knew much about Thailand or even where it was, me being one of them. Now I met her in a nightclub and she gave me her phone number, but I didn't call her that week. I went back to the same club the following weekend and she was there. She immediately came up to me and asked why I didn't call. I just told her that I had been busy working and arranged to take her out the following week. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we were together for 3 years while she was studying secretarial work. Now, what I didn't realise at the time is that she was from a very wealthy family in Thailand. She never had less than £150 in her purse. Even back then, it was a lot of money. I always doubted that once she graduated that she would return to the UK to be with me, but she convinced me otherwise and would get really angry if I suggested otherwise too. I was totally convinced that we would be together always, no matter what, and even talked about us getting married one day. Looking back, I now realise that none of it was true, and that love as we know it in the West does not exist in Asia, which some people fail to understand. Their meaning of love is determined by your status both financially and professionally. Now, as you mentioned, Dan, the upper class Thai people do not approve of us Farangs. Now, when she eventually went back to Thailand, she was supposed to return to the UK after a couple of months. And when she did, she called me from the airport. She said that she had been forbidden to see me again by her father, and she was at the airport returning to Thailand and had come back to collect the remaining of her belongings. Now, I was devastated that I didn't get the chance to even see her or speak to her again. She eventually went on to marry into the Thai royal family and is now part of a well-known family with wealth that I could never, ever have given her. Now, she has contacted me on several occasions since that time and always managed somehow to find my contact details. I went on to marry, and I am married to my own kind, white, British, and I am very happy and was extremely lucky to have dodged the bullet, even though I couldn't see it at the time. Now, they are not even remotely the same as us Westerners and have a totally different mindset, which is culturally inherent over generations of history. They are professional liars who don't tell lies but don't tell the truth. They just tell you what you want to hear. Now, I did eventually manage to put a stop to her calls by being a bit dismissive when she told me that she loved me and will love me until the day that she dies. I was like, yeah, right. Now, I don't think that she would like it known that she was with a Farang, especially with her status in the royal family. Anyway, Dan, just thought you might be interested in my story from way back just to prove that you are right and some things never change, and Thai women definitely don't, and they really don't care about foreigners, full stop. So guys, stop kidding yourselves or thinking your one is different. It's all smoke and mirrors. Take care, Dan, and keep spreading the truth. Right, now from my own observations living here for 9 years, I've noticed that the majority of Thai women that are interested in foreigners, which is not a lot of Thai women throughout Thailand, but it looks like there's a lot because of places like Pattaya and Phuket, etc. But there aren't actually a lot of Thai women that are interested in foreigners. And the majority, you will notice, either come from a very poor background or they've got issues financially. And that's why they're looking for a foreigner. There's a lot of single mums that are struggling to take care of the children or give them a better life. They want to go on holidays. They still want the finer things in life. And it's very difficult to get a Thai man that's going to do all of that for them and raise someone else's kids. But foreigners, they will do it for a pretty woman. It happens a hell of a lot. And most guys that I see, especially around here, when they've got a woman in her 30s or 40s, they have normally got a couple of Thai children at the very least that they're also supporting, and it is what it is. Also, from my own personal experience, any woman with a professional job, a really good income from a good professional family, if they're classed as high soul Thais, they don't normally mix around with the foreigners unless they're in millions of bahts worth of debt, or the foreigner is of high status himself or is some kind of celebrity. Otherwise, it is highly frowned upon for them to mix with us. Because let's face it, over the years, us Farangs have given ourselves a bad name with our debauchery, our goings on, and a lot of Thai people will view us as very crazy guys that like to get drunk and like to play around with the women. It is what we're mainly known for. There might be people that might disagree with that, but this is just from my own observations, living here for 9 years and traveling around in many, many different provinces. It's all the same. Now, like I have always said, there are some women out there that are interested in foreigners that are not just after milking you dry, making you pay their debts off or building them a better and a bigger life no matter what age they're at. They still seem to want that bigger and better life. But there are some down-to-earth women. They're normally not like super beautiful. They're normally quite ordinary, and they don't normally mix in the circles of other women that like to show off and who are dating foreign men. You might find them on the applications if you get out of the tourist areas, and you might find a humble one that is with you for who you are and what you're all about. But it is rare, guys. Now, it did used to go on a hell of a lot back in the day, but nowadays in 2025, let's not kid ourselves, foreigners are looked upon as money and a way out of their poverty and a way out of their debts, and it is what it is. Most guys come here to Thailand anyway to play around with the women, guys that can't get women back home or guys that can't get a certain type of woman back home, but they can over here in Thailand if they choose to pay for it. But some women will not make you pay. They will try to get you to fall in love with them and try to make out that they are different in order for you to pay a hell of a lot more in the long run. And as we've spoke about many, many times, build them a property, sort them a business out, stick the children in private school, and just basically look after her and her family. And if you fall in love with a woman, it can make your head spin, and it makes a lot of guys take care of them. And that's what some women want. Other women just want to have a bit of fun, get what money they can get, accumulate and stack up as many boyfriends as possible so they don't really have to work for a living. See one guy in January, one guy in February when he comes on his holidays, and they can have an adventure with that guy while getting paid in the process and while giving that guy a load of BS stories to even get more of an income out of them. And it goes on all the time, and it is the reality. But a lot of guys that are in these situations with these women try to make out her problems are genuine and it can't be helped and they are poor, etc. So I'm not a simp. I'm not being stupid. I'm not being blagged. I'm not being naive. The woman does love me, etc., etc. And they just keep handing out that cash until that woman eventually cheats on them or monkey branches onto another bigger simp that's got more money than that previous guy and can give her a bigger house, a better car, and a better business. And it is what it is. For most guys, I would say come to Thailand, have your fun, don't fall in love, because if you do end up falling in love and believing that yours is different, it could severely cost you financially and also give you a lot of heartache and also could psychologically affect you as well. So guys, be careful out there. And if you do date any women that have got professional, really, really good jobs, try to ask yourself, why is this woman interested in a foreigner? Is it because you're a very handsome man, or is it because of something else? Right, guys, if you've got your own story, anything Thai related, if you've got a story that you want to share about your own journey, your own experience, get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and I will share it on the channel. And hopefully your story might save someone out there, might wake someone up, or it could be a positive story and it might help guys find those women that are actually different. We'll see. Right, guys, look after yourselves, enjoy your Sunday, take it easy, and ciao for now. Bye-bye.